Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. We're all in our places with sunshiny faces, I hope. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oh, I'm in the baritone level now. Good morning, people. How are you? It's Monday morning. Good morning. And Monday matters. That's what we're going to deal with today. Because there are matters on Monday that help us get through the Monday and the rest of the week. So listen, we're going to come right back. Oh my goodness. And we're going to want to know this. What's in your environment? I want you to go ahead and like and share, please, if you would. If you would, and go over to our rhemacfm virtual on YouTube and subscribe, like, please. Hey, I'm going to be right back. This is 9 for 9 with me, her right there, that lady. Anyway, I'll be right back. I want you to go ahead and tag somebody. Drop their name in the comments. And we're going to ask a question this morning. What's in your environment? Hey there, I told you I'd be right back, and I am. Good morning again. Listen, hey, this morning, what's in your environment? On this Monday Matters, what's in your environment? Let me go ahead right now and give you a scripture to help you out. And it's from Matthew 12th chapter, the 33rd, excuse me, through the 35th verses. And it says this, make make a tree good. And its fruit will be good, or make a tree bad, and its fruit will be bad. For a tree is recognized by its fruit. Now it goes on to say, this Christ speaking, it says, you brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? I want you to go and read and find out who he's talking to. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. And that 35th verse says, a good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him. So you can't bring out good if you don't have good. And an evil man brings out evil things out of the evil stored up in him. What's in your environment this morning? Oh my goodness. What are you carrying this morning? What fruit are you bearing this morning? It started off by saying, make a tree good. You got to be a good tree if you want to have good fruit, okay? If you want to bear good fruit, if you want to receive good fruit, if you want to share good fruit, you've got to be good fruit yourself. So what's in your environment? What kinds of things? You know, when we talk about our environment, we talk about the surroundings around us or conditions in which a person, an animal, or a plant can live or operate. In this case, we're speaking specifically to us. So, what's in our environment? What things are surrounding us? What does our condition look like, or the conditions thereof? What types of things are affecting us? What types of things are getting into our spirit, getting into our mindset? What's going on? If you're always thinking about the wrong things, you evidently are being exposed to those wrong things. So the good things that you want to flow through your mind. Listen, you've got to be exposed to good things. Think about our children as we affect their lives, as we groom them and we nurture them and we want them to grow up to be these phenomenal people. You know, every parent who is raising a child, when they get that, oh, I want my child to grow up to be the best. But in order for that child to be the best, then parent, you've got to exemplify the best around them. You've got to expose them to the good things. You've got to bear good fruit if you want them to bear good fruit. Now, if your fruit is a little sour, you may get a little sour in little Johnny. If your fruit is mean, you might get a little meanness in little Susie. So, what's in your environment? Who are you allowing to impress things upon your family, things upon your children, even things upon you? Who are you hanging out with? You still hanging out with that same group you were hanging out with 10 years ago who don't want to change? Wow. I still have friends. I have people, and I won't use the word friends so loosely because I'm very careful about guarding that word. But I have people who have been in my life for years. No, I haven't turned away from them. I haven't turned on them. But we've grown to different places and different paths. But I still love them and they know I do. Listen, what's in your environment? What are you allowing to affect you? Listen, this thing says make a tree good. If your mom and dad, or mom or dad, work to make you good, then you ought to be bearing some good fruit. It says if you make a tree bad, its fruit will be bad. Listen, if that child is going through some molestation, they may molest somebody. Oh, we're going deep this morning. If your child has experienced being around people who are acting a little narcissistic, oh, it's going to rub off, I'm telling you. Have you ever thought about why people do what they do? They're either bearing good fruit or they're bearing bad fruit. It's because of what's been put into them. What is the environment they've lived in? And think about a person. I know y'all don't want to probably go here. Who's let's say this serial killer that they found in California after many years. Old man now. But what was he doing in his younger days? What happened in his life to cause him to go that route? What things was he exposed to? What things did he experience? Oh, 9 for 9. We're serious this morning on This Monday Matters. Because I want to know what's in your environment. I don't have to necessarily know, but you need to know what's in your environment. What are you being exposed to? And then, hey, you look at the family next door and their kid has got it going on, or the child down the street, or even your own, who has risen to the occasion, who is doing well, graduated high school, going on to college. Hey, graduated college, going on into business ventures. Somebody needs to be able to look at your child and say, hey, what's in that tree? What rooted from there? So, whatever things are rooting, remember the tree has roots, and those roots go deep. And the deepness of those roots, hey, sometimes they can stay in a cluster or they begin to branch out. So even if that root started with a bad seed, guess what? You can begin to nurture that thing, to work with that thing, to change that thing. Hey, what's in your environment this morning? I just want you to know what's in your environment, to think about it. Is it health and healing versus harm and hatred? Maybe there's some political pollution, some bad habits, some that are being created around others. Don't you smoke that cigarette, but you've been chain smoking, mama. Hey, no judgment. Just saying you can't look at what you're bearing and expect somebody else not to be affected by it. So whatever you're bearing, let it be good fruit. Because hey, at the end of the day, what's in your environment, if we're around each other, it's going to be what's in my environment too. Wow, guys, listen, this morning, I just appreciate you. Let me say some good mornings, and then I want to talk about my tea this morning just for a moment, if there's anybody there. Hey, this morning, this afternoon, good morning, my brother, Officer Smith. God bless you. So good to see you with us this morning. Good morning, Jolene. Hi, my beautiful daughter. I love you so much. Thank you for joining in. Good morning, my sister Ann. God bless you. So good to have you with us this morning. Good morning, Natasha, my other daughter. Thank you. Good morning, all the way in Augusta. Listen, tea crafts and more. That's her business. Check it out. Beautiful items. Beautiful woman of God. Beautiful things. Let's support. Okay? Well, listen, I want to talk about my tea just for a moment this morning. Sometimes I get questions about my tea. So this morning, I want you all to know I am drinking, and I bought this actually with my daughter in mind. She's not going to believe I've got this one. It's called Lavender Chamomile. I wish y'all could have seen Elder's expression, because I do not like the smell of lavender. It doesn't agree with me. But Joe, I found this lavender chamomile and I thought about you, but I'm going to try it this morning, okay? Lavender chamomile. And listen, I always put just a little honey in my teas. I do not use sugar in my tea. I use just a little honey in my tea. Oh my gosh. The honey seems to wake up the flavor. So this morning on this 9 for 9, as we close out, I want y'all to know I am trying a honey chamomile, and it's by Bigelow. They have some great flavors of teas, okay? So this morning, what's in your environment, because if I'm in your environment, it's going to affect me or vice versa. So let's keep good things in our environment, especially around our little ones, okay? But hey, I'm going to go ahead and get Monday started, get my day going. I want you to join me in a cup of this lavender chamomile. Let's see what it's got. It's actually good. Lavender chamomile. This is my cup of positivity. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.